Online Tambayan Reboot would like to thank the following: Madfish Productions of Chris Damu, Remplex Productions, leading the path of excellent service, of Roy Empleo. Special thanks to LG Recording Studio of LG Fuentes, Valdo Casuco, McCoy de Maulao, Stereobytes Recording Studio of Neil Salarda, TLS Spiritual Prayer Community, Daghang Salamat.
Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan. Ari na tang tanan, mga kaistambay, unsa pay gihuwat, magstoryahan ay ta, mag-jamming na tara, tuluduha usa, maglingaw-lingaw ta. Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan. Ari na tang tanan, mga kaistambay, unsa pay gihuwat, magstoryahan ay ta, mag-jamming na tara, tuluduha usa, maglingaw-lingaw ta. Online Tambayan.
Hello! Good evening mga kaistambay! Grabe, nakailan pa muna ako? Medyo dugay-dugay ko nawala, no? Nga, wala ko nakabalik sa inyo, pero ang akong pangutana din nga dako, gimingaw ba muna ko? Okay? The feeling is mutual. Kung wala mo gimingaw na ako, gimingaw gihapon ko ninyo, di ba? Pero mga kaistambay, mga silingan, ang importante, magkuyog ta karong gabi Kini si Kuyz, Joey Abrenilla.
Bro, grabe, how are you naman in town, bro? Kumusta mo, bro, Joey Abrenilla?
No good, bro.
Busy naman gud kay sa imuhang mga humanitarian acts of charity, especially tabang sa ato ang mga kaigsuonon din ha sa Butuan. Biliban ako, bro, ni mo. So, grabe. Mga kaistambay, ako si Roy Empleo, and you are now watching Online Tambayan Reboot, Impact Go!
Ayan, bro. So, ako, happy pa ko ng nood ba nga? Nakinungdong pa man sila na ako.
Siyempre, pag bro, kayo sa... Bro, kay ba mo bro, birthday mo bisya, pila na ba kabok balay? Ang imo itong ihimo na sa una shanty niya karon mansyon na.
Mansyon na gid, bro. Mansyon na bitaw, di bitaw. I mean, nalingaw lang to, bro. Sa unta man ning pandemic, wa man tayo laing lingaw. Way laing lingaw, magpahimo na lang tagbalay. Wow, social kaayo.
Wait, bro, by the way, balitain ni bro, hindi ko na pakaibaw, you posted this on your Facebook account na you will be one of the award recipients of a national recognition ceremony.
Ano siya? It's actually a nomination. It's a nomination for the outstanding COVID-19 volunteer. So, I'm representing the Caraga region. Pero, siyempre, ipadala nila dito sa national. So, well, of course, kay Bobby, ka nga, daghan man gid pod kaayog mga mga well-deserved na mga individuals as the outstanding volunteer. So, me being nominated and representing the region, Caraga region, is already a, for me, mga bro, the nomination award is just a bonus. At the end of the day, ang importante mahalaga. Ang importante is nakatabang ta sa mga katawhan. We are actually not helping to win awards or to gain recognition, di ba? So, as what I've said, the recognition and the awards are bonus, kumbaga, naghihatag sa Ginoo. Pero ang
Bro,
importante is...
sa department ka na bro na nominated as...
NEDA, bro. NEDA.
NEDA?
Yeah, NEDA. So, nag-search mo good sila. They're looking for outstanding volunteers ba? So, and, again, I'm thankful nga our efforts, kumbaga, were being acknowledged. Parang ganun. So, yeah, siyempre, I'm not hypocrite, di ba? Nga malipay ka nga ang imuhang efforts is napansin ba sa mga katauhan. Pero, again, at the end of the day, as what I've said, it's actually you're not helping because you wanted to be acknowledged, you wanted to be recognized. Basta ka na,
yes.
it's just a bonus na nangyod. Pero, we are very thankful, and I'm sharing the recognition and then the nomination sa ako yung mga kuyog. Kaya if it's not for them, di man sad ko ma-acknowledge, di man sad ko ma-recognize, I believe. So I'm, parang ako lang siguro, kaya ako man ang leader-leaderan. Tibaw na biya ka, nabi na sa atong guest later nga, leader food.
Amazing! That being said, bro, from Online Tambayan Reboot, we would like to congratulate you, bro Joey, for being nominated as one of the outstanding volunteers of the whole Philippines from the NEDA. No, so not on that, bro. We pray that you will eventually grab the honor of being awarded as the best serviceman, as a volunteer there in Butuan. So congratulations, way ahead, bro. I know that you can make it with God's grace. Kaya mo yan. Ikaw pa.
Thank you, bro. But of course, so much about me and so much about us, diba? I-greet na to atong mga ka-online, bro. Siyempre.
Yes.
Gimingaw sila nako.
Wow, amazing!
Sa ako, diba? Of course, kay Julio Miguel Janetia? Basta
Hinesha, I think, bro. Hinesha.
Basta na Masturya. Dili pwede sa ano. Of course, si Reden, taga Butuan. Ehem, ang apelido Ehem. So, idol, ayo-ayo diya sa Manila. And of course, ang akong kuyog sa trabaho, si Nori, also watching right now. Yes sir, si Julio Miguel Hinesha. So, on your end bro, kinsa na to mag-greet din ha?
Yes, bro. Siyempre ato po i-greet si Jereza Baking sa Dili. And then, I think nag-greet na mo ganiha, si Redin Ehem. Si Eleanor Tabuco Paran, she's watching right now. And then once again, yung Miguel Hinesha, hello there, mayong gabi. Sa ato pong mga Kaistambay na nagtanaw po karon through our YouTube channel, please do post your comments para po na mag-greet mo namo on air. So along the way, during our conversation, if ever magani na mag-post mo din na og mga comments, wala gyud problema, wala kurat, kay amo gyud mong greet unya. We will find a way to really greet you along the way sa mo ang conversation mga Kaistambay.
Even mga bashing dito. Joke lang.
Kapita kadawat og bashing, no, pero wala talaga expect og bashing, pero mga Kaistambay, puro bita positive tao lang ato ang gipanghatag, wala bita naghatag og mga kasakit, mga kaligot-got.
Lagi pandemic na gani, so dapat lang tanan, positive lang ta, positive.
Inoon, bro, kita nga I think adili mo sa bashing ato madawat, pero ang ato lagi intermittent internet connection na mawagtang manaa ko, mawagtang ko, now you see me, now you don't. So dagan na mga episodes, bro, na mo na ang intaw nang nahitabo sa kuha, pero wadyo ko ni-give up hangtod na mahuman ang Online Tambayan Reboot. Diba?
Yeah, muna bro. That's the spirit, bro. That's the spirit. I admire you about that, good, gabi. Ikaw na yun.
Kaya wala ko nimo, bro. Kaya wala dyo ko nomination, bro.
Wala ko nomination. Nabalik ko sa nomination. Anyways, guys, no? Nagkandi kayong salamat mga silingan, mga Kaistambay. Siyempre, for sticking with us up until now, no? As always, of course, we appreciate your continued support sa atong Online Tambayan Reboot group. So please continue to like, follow, share our Online Tambayan Reboot page.
Yes, and by the way, mga Kaistambay, just as what we shared a while ago, that we are simultaneously live sa ato ang YouTube channel, which is Online Tambayan Reboot. So please don't forget to click the subscribe icon and eventually also the bell button para ma-notify mo sa mo ang previous and latest episodes. O syempre po, dinakudunta na you'll be part of our growing Online Tambayan Reboot group para if ever magani na may gustong i-post, makita po na nato dayon and we can actually help each other and have fun along with each other, mga Kaistambay. Okay.
Exactly, bro. You know what, bro? Ako super duper excited gid kay ko karong gabi una.
Ngano man, bro? Ngano excited na ka, bro?
Aside sa nakabalik ko nga mag-co-host nimo, bro. Swerte bagid kay ko kay atong guest karon, bro. So one of my actually, I would say one of my idols, pero I don't want to use the word idol, but I think murag, kung sa Tagalog pa na, bro, murag imong hinahangaan.
Wow.
imong hinahangaan. Ano sa man sa English? Your admiration.
Admired person.
Admired person, oh. Actually, one of my admired person, apart from you, Brother Roy, siyempre, karon ato siyang
Tabra niya, bro. Ikaw, bro,
diba?
medyo kay ka mo ulo-ulo, bro. Ikaw ba, medyo ka mabasa na ko dayon.
Bro, of course, di ba?
Pero ako naman po dayon, yung mga admired person. Mas admiring ka, bro.
Admiring ko ba ikaw? You're the admired person. But of course, I think we have really something in common because naila-ila di ka, bro, sa atong common nga service and membership sa Ang Lingkod ng Panginoon. And tonight,
yes,
guys, mingunot na ako, and tonight, brothers and sisters, habit ako, and tonight, brothers and sisters, but tonight, guys, no?
Mag-praise and worship na karong gabi.
pwede, hallelujah, di ba? Di ba? I am so humbled, to be honest, guys. I'm so humbled, I'm privileged, and really honored na atong kasturya ang one of the former branch leader of Ang Lingkod ng Panginoon Charismatic Community in Cebu City.
Yes, mga Kaistambay. And by the way, Joey, what is more interesting is that besides his busy schedule managing a logistics company, an internationally branded logistic company, he's now serving as well as a Navy Reserve. Imagine that.
Wow! Amazing!
Pagpangutanan ako niya, bro, pwede ba ka na ako ma-invite bro to be part of Online Tambayan Reboot, to be one of our guests. So, okay na doon kayo, bro, can I ask for a picture? O suddenly, naghatag siya, as inisiga akong mata, murag hapit siya giluwa sa kuang ulo.
Saan mo nakita, bro?
Ano naman ni si Darwin? Ano naman ni siya ako sabot? Ano na Navy naman ni siya? So, I am so interested why he ever thought of becoming one. And of course, questions like how rigorous was the training that he endured. Muna mga Kaistambay, diyan to padugay-dugayon pa para mag-praise and worship na ta ala Navy Reserve ang style. Please welcome, Bro Darwin John Moises!
Yeah!
Mayong gabi mga Kaistambay. Mayong gabi, Roy. Mayong gabi, Joey. No, it's been a long time. And it's a great catch up. Yeah. So magtabi ang tudo dinhi. Nya ko pa magtanaw na to nga nagtabi.
Bahala ng mga tao kung napasira magkuha sa atong gabi.
Muna na kita ganito, muna na kita mag-chika about ano.
Ipasosya na nga ito ang video conference. Uy, believe ko ha, kay si Joey, as far as I know, he was also the branch leader of Butuan, Lingkod ng Panginoon Butuan. I served one term lang, branch leader of Mactan, while si Darwin nagdungan me serving as branch leader, but si Darwin na-assign sa Cebu. Imagine that, kitang tulo, nagtapo karong gabi una, dapat nga maghimo na kapunungan or pundo kauswagan na mga former branch leaders.
Pwede. Diba?
Or we can actually have a holiday reunion. Okay, everything is now online, so we can do it.
Yes. Yeah, why not? Why not? Grabe.
Very, very interesting, you know? So, anyways, bro, again, atong sination otro si Brother Darwin kay labi na kami, I think, 17 years. More or less 17 years na, bro, nga wa nagkita, no? So, kamusta naman ka, bro? How are you? You know, kay bao minimo nga you are a top-notch manager of different established companies. You know, not just in Cebu, but of course, international pag ina siya ng mga companies, bro, no? And now, what were the circumstances that you are now a Navy Reservist, bro? As in, sa gisulti pa ni Roy, he was shocked. Kapit mulugwa ang iyang mata. Baka kita niya sa imuha nga naka-uniform o Navy.
Yes. Even karon si Darwin, andam sa gubat.
Yep.
So, sa may netabo ato, bro? Ano, suddenly, nag-decide ka hindi mo kang Navy Reserve.
Okay, sige. So, it started when COVID broke earlier this year, no, mga February. And then there was the enhanced community quarantine, at least in Cebu, mga end of March. So along with my organization, which is Rotary Club of Cebu, we collaborated with the Navy and also with Simply Share Foundation. And because it was not just a collaboration of financial, we also needed kanang hands for us to work. So what happened actually was, in behalf of my organization, which was Rotary Club of Cebu, so I served in the kitchen of the Navy. So what we did was to provide meals for barangays like Barrio Luz and Barangay Tinago and also a barangay in Pacnaan, because these people were locked down, diba? And then they also lost a lot of their livelihood. So survival at that time was a challenge sa mga tao ani nga mga community. So we decided to provide meals for them. No? So that's how it started. But because it started volunteering with the Navy, and then we would start preparing around 5 o'clock in the morning, and then doing that almost every day, and including weekends. So I also got to appreciate the work also that the Navy does. So I realized nga being a reservist does not necessarily mean that you're a base, no, and then you go to war, which was, I thought, was the function. I realized actually that a lot of the functions of the Navy is also covering peacetime activities like socio-economic development, and also activities like disaster relief, no, and rescue, like the recent typhoon. So that's when my eyes was opened, and then I decided to enlist. So that brought me to the Navy.
Wow, amazing that. So tungod lang saya pag-serve di ay bro, being part of the Navy kitchen, na-inspired si Bro Darwin to eventually be part of the Navy as a reservist. Now, Bro Darwin, of course, I think at your age, it is pretty much challenging to undergo training. But if I may ask,
good, bro.
honestly, bro, ako bro, kanang karong gani maka-feel ko na kani akong right knee, murag na siya murag certain problem tungod tingali ka wala kay ko exercise. Labi na karong mga panahon sa pandemic, wala mo ko badminton na bro since the time na nag-pandemic. So, kani bro, what kind of training did you undergo and how difficult were they?
Sige. So there, among the qualifications, no, for somebody to become to enlist, no, in the Navy, among those is number one, we need to finish or graduate in our ROTC. And I think my generation, di na lang tamo apilon, my generation finished that, no? So on the first 2 years of college. So that's the basic or advanced ROTC. Or to participate in what we call the Basic Citizen Military Course, or PCMC. In my case, because I already had my ROTC, so that was the first, but because that was also a very long time ago, we just thought that for me to be able to understand better what happens normally when we are serving the country. So I also participated in pockets of activities on the Basic Citizen Military Course. So I went through the reception, which is about drills and also familiarization about what the AFP structure is and how the Navy fits into the picture, and also how the reservists or the citizen armed forces like me, no, fit into the picture. And then I also participated in weapon handling, so I went through that as well. So there's a series of activities that I also participated, just to be sure, no, that I would be able to reorient and reacquaint myself of what I was enlisting for.
By the way, nag-watch ka ron bro si Ate Ani Pitogo, akong kauban sa TLS community. Hi there, Ate Ani. And then, nangutana po gani si Julio Miguel Hinesha.
Yeah.
Sir, what are the requirements for the Navy? Kay it is my dream since grade 5. And up until now, ganahan yapon siya mahimong Navy. But, Julio, si DJ Moises o si Darwin, siya'y usa ka Navy Reserve. Lahi ang Navy Reserve, lahi po tong Navy yun ka or Marine yun ka. Bro, can you possibly give a sort of differentiation or para makasabot ang mga tao kung unsa gyud ni ang role sa Navy Reserve o kung ikaw pod usa jud ka Navy?
Nako isa ka pangutana bro, sorry. Ang isa sa mga requirements ba sa Navy or Navy Reservist is a height?
Dapat ba bro kay naay braces? So dapat ikaw Joey kay mo apila ka kana na kay braces.
Makasali ka.
Actually, ang concern ako because di ba 3 manis atong viewers si Julio, no? And since he was grade 5. Pero I think Julio is still grade 6, no? So,
grabe ka!
Is at least 18 years old. And at least high school graduate. Yeah. So now the question is, what's the difference between reserve and regular force, no? For those sa kanang regular force, they really go the complete military training. And they are called regular force because they are doing it full time. However, for reservists like me, we have what we call day jobs. So what we do is we will continue with our function and then we will just act as a base for expansion, no? In a time of war. No? Base for expansion in a time of war. Or, like what I mentioned earlier, most of our participation is really in socio-economic activities, no? Like Brigada Escuela, or partnering with foundations like ABS-CBN. And then the other one is on rescue and relief. So what we do is we can call it part-time, if we call it that way, and then regular force are full-time.
Okay. Bro, I'm just wondering, bro, do you get honorariums or remuneration as a reserve as well?
No, because we are considered as volunteers. So I'll speak for myself. So from my uniforms, no, so this one, and then we have 3 sets of uniform.
So that's for free, or are you paying for that, for the uniform?
I paid for them. So I think it's also a matter of understanding. And this is my personal journey, ha. And because if we volunteer for something, like I volunteer for something, it also does not necessarily mean that I expect anything in return. So what happens actually was, since I can also, I'm also blessed, Mansad, na I can afford to purchase the uniform myself.
Sana all.
So
yeah, sana all.
No.
Dato bilis si Darwin. Muna, okay na siya mag-reserve. O yung problema kay Darwin. Pay for the reservist.
Sana all maka-afford ng 3 sets of uniforms, no?
Reserve, no, just kidding.
Oy Darwin, magpa-reserve kung ikay bayad sa kuang uniform. Sige na bro, please. Ikaw mo sponsor.
Magpa-reserve ko restaurant ka.
Oy, by the way, hi to Tata Boy Chavez. Grabe ni siya ang father of Premier, and he's also he's the father, the king of Premier, and the father of #AtatNation. He is watching right now through our YouTube channel, si Tata Boy Chavez and si Dom Sibiya.
Hi Tata!
Best friends sila bro, grabe, believe ko anin nila kay ang support system nila, sila ang #AtatNation, kay palpable kaayo og naka-appeal po ko sila ang live stream pod. And also nag-watch po gani karon si Nerissa Maniego. Good PM my friend, just tune in. Hi Nerissa.
And by the way, bro, si Julio, he's not grade 6 he's grade 10.
O see, level up na siya bro, 4th year high school na siya sa tuwang panahon bro, no?
Sa atong panahon.
Bro, nakoy pangutana, di ba ninguman ka na wala di ay kay nadawat na honorariums or remuneration kay Navy Reserve man ka. So Julio, if ever man na kay plano to be a Navy regular, sakto ba bro, no? Navy regular, that will be the time that you'll be trained like full-time yun, and you will also be serving full-time, and you will also be receiving, of course, inyuha po mga benefits from the government. So if ever na kay plano, you can actually just inquire adto ka sa Navy office para if ever man gani na naadyo kay balak na mamahimong usa ka Navy na regular, then you will eventually be assessed ug mo-attend ka dayon sa trainings, no? Now bro, Darwin, so far unsa na ba ang imuhang nabuhat na mga services or acts of service besides imuhang pag-adto sa kusina when you went to Barangay Luz?
So eventually evolved na siya. So I started with the kitchen. However, we stopped the kitchen when Cebu also moved to general community and modified general community quarantine. So after that, I already moved my focus on humanitarian activities. So like support and help for COVID victims in various capacity. And then just recently, when we also had typhoon in Luzon, so the two succeeding incidents. So I also collaborated with my friends and other stakeholders along with the Navy, to be able to help and ship assistance and support to them. Because I think that even if it looked like they were just two typhoons, but they also happen at a time that people have less, because of the pandemic. So a lot of people also these days are having difficulty. So it's also a stretch for a lot of people to still help. So that's why I'm also coordinating with quite a number of stakeholders, including my friends, so that we would still be able to still send assistance, because those were still major disasters, but with little available help compared to the ones in the past.
No, bro, that's very interesting because you've mentioned about the typhoons in Bicol, di ba? In Luzon, pretty much. In fact, I'm going to Bicol, Legazpi, Naga area next week to also help out the typhoon victims of Rolly and Ulysses for next week. So maybe I don't know if maybe we can collaborate after this.
Yes,
we can definitely touch base and kung sa ato matabang dito. So, bro, apart from you, now you're already a reserve. Do you have any plans ba of becoming a full-fledged good na Navy, not just a reserve, but as a Navy good, or any personal plans as well, kumbaga?
Pero by the way, pwede ba na sa Darwin, even if you're a Navy reserve, you can be a Navy regular?
Eventually, probably, I have not, and the reason why I said probably, because I also haven't thought of it, and I also have not asked about it. Because it also goes through the normal retirement age, which is 65, and I'm just 3 years away from that. So probably it's not worth. No, I'm just kidding. Probably,
of course, diba?
probably it's not already the right course of action. So the way I see it, I will stay as a reservist until finish.
Yeah.
By the way,
and also because it's also kanapitang for me not to also sound like I'm a hero, There's also a lot. It's also mutually beneficial, because what happens is I bring in my corporate leadership experience to the Navy, so that's also the value that I can add. But at the same time, I also am able to take the discipline that I also take from the Navy back to work. So I think I'm a more complete person, at least I speak to myself, in which I'll be able to maintain both, I would be able to serve the country in a more specific way through the Navy, but at the same time also be able to serve the country at the same time on a corporate standpoint. So I think I prefer the balance more.
By the way, we would like to greet and say hi to our dear friends watching right now, si Audrey Nicole. Hello po, magandang buhay sa inyong lahat. Si Gospel Diane Scott, thank you so much for the 3 blue hearts. Thank you so much. And also Tata Boy Chavez, once again, pa-shout out bro, Lodi Roy Empleo, love. Tata Boy, grabe. We miss you bro, I miss you bro. Sana unta na magkita ta, but I guess because of this pandemic, murag dugay-dugay pag kita magkita, but I guess naging possibility gid bro na magkita kita diri sa Cebu. Naging panahon na gid bro, di ba?
And also bro, pakuyuga ko mag-intriga lagi ko ning Tata Boy Chavez.
Yes bro,
ano ang personality ba? Feeling ko lang ha.
As in bro, believe you kay ko nito bro, because dako kay siyang heart bro sa pagtabang gid ani mga YouTubers gani bro, kani mga live streamers, labi na kanila mga premiere na mga YouTube videos. Believe ko, kani sila Doms Viajero, kani si Leon J. Barbero, kaning #AttatNation, they are a group of people, more than 100 na magtinabangay na sila kita ganiha, mga pilar ta kabuok, pero kani sila more than 100, and being the father of #AttatNation, siya ang nag-manage ani tanan para lang silang tanan tagaan gyud og equal exposure. Imagine this, kanab yang YouTube maka-monetize biya ka, makakwarta biya ka. So ang iyang effort sa pagtabang para lang yun ang goal kay sila po ma-monetize. So imagine that more than 100 people.
God bless you, Sir Tata. As in,
Yes, amazing. I think we might as well pause for a break.
Yep, para sa ating mga partners, bro.
Yes, bro. We need to thank our dear partners, and later on, naratay Tough Talk Challenge para sa ato ang Bro Darwin John Moises. Ang pangutana, makatubag baka siya sa ato ang mga hagit na mga pangutana. We will find out after the break.
Online Tambayan Reboot would like to thank the following: Madfish Productions of Chris Damu, Remplex Productions, leading the path of excellent service, of Roy Empleo. Special thanks to LG Recording Studio of LG Fuentes, Valdo Casuco, Makoy Damaulao, Stereobytes Recording Studio of Neil Salarda, TLS Spiritual Prayer Community, Daghang Salamat.
Yes, and we're back in ONLINE Tambayan Reboot in Gurus. Of course, with my co-host si Joey Abrenilla, na usa ni siya ka nominated volunteer from NEDA. And ato iampo na kani si Bro Joey kay makadaog yun o makuha niya ang kinatasan nga accomplishment na recognition. Being the best volunteer in the whole wide world.
Like my background, bro, the universe.
Yes, bro. Asa naman kadapita karon, bro? Murag bitaw nabaguhan ko si imong background, bro.
Na ako sa gawas, bro. Actually, muna siya stargazing, the galaxies.
So wala nagka sa imong sala, bro, na naka sa gawas yung balay.
Na ako sa gawas, bro, kay na typhoon yun, na typhoon ni Ulysses me, wala na mong atop. Muna ni mo.
Sure din naman. Ikaw ang nagtabang, ikaw di tabangunon. Anyway, mahogid, grabe. O karon, atong tawgon nagbalik nga to ang Bro Darwin John Moises para sa to ang charismatic prayer meeting. Ito, joke lang. Sa to ang Tough Talk Challenge.
Ato mga,
bro,
sing hallelujah.
Uy, ikaw ba? Wala ka mo gibinuangan.
Uy, wako na binuang mo. Gibinuang na galing ko.
Yung katawa din na, Bro Joey.
Sorry. May call pa.
HD Oclaric is also watching right now sa ato ang Facebook page. Present po siya kayo din while at the same time present po siya sa YouTube nato na channel. Siya magud ang best friend ni Tata Boy Chavez o syempre po a friend po ni Gospel Diane Scott. Okay. So it is time for the Tough Talk. We're in Bro Darwin. We have actually collated some questions from our followers, from our likers, friends and top fans of online, of Online Tambayan Reboot. So, usually man good, bro, basta Tough Talk, we have it within 10 minutes. Pero ganahan good me, bro, na daghan tang mahatag na pangutana. So we actually prepared around 10 questions. So you will have to briefly, concisely, and dapat pod na direct to the point ang imuhang pagtubag, bro, sa tanang mga pangutana, bro. Kaya
no?
Yes, bro.
Briefly, concisely, no warningan ko ni mo daan.
Pasabot ni Brother Roy, bro. Murag kag daghan kuno kay kag ichika mo na sang brief, concise, short but sweet, straight to the point. So, timer starts now, sis.
So, Bro Darwin.
Yes.
Andam na ba ka?
Yes, andam na.
Bro, hindi mo gipungutan li andam.
Diba? Ano ba gyapon, bro? Maybe, bro. Or mag-voice out.
Laging handa.
O sige, bro. Unang pangutana sa to ang Tough Talk. Nabatay. By the way, gawa sa ba itong title card sa itong Tough Talk?
Murag wala pa.
Okay, bro. If nagawas pa ang title card. Dali, bro, nagawas pa ang title card sa to ang Tough Talk. Pero feel ako pa sa
nalingaw.
Bro, nakatok na gini siya. Kaya gini siya gitrabaho.
Busy guys na.
Babe, minta sa naminaw siya karon, nag-edit ko na siya video.
Ingana.
Okay. Dito sa videos, bro, maka 1 million din siya karong
wow.
Amazing. Daddy, bro, praise God mo. Sige. First question. Para kay Darwin John Moises, Navy Reservist. At your age, bro Darwin, what must be your defined goals in your life?
Na-shock si Brother Darwin. Amin mo ginagawa nga, what is your favorite color? Grabe, mga defined goals naman yun eh.
Defined goals. Actually, I am at a stage in my life that I can consider that this is already the time to give back. So at least people can already have an idea what type of age is this. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm joining the Reservist of the Navy. I'm also part of Rotary Club of Cebu. I'm also engaging in teaching because these are my ways of already giving back. No, I'd like to think that while life is it's difficult, no, in some ways, but I'm also blessed enough. So this is also the good time for me to express how grateful I am by also giving back, even just a portion, no, and in the best way that I can of what I have received.
Wow. Grabe na. Laban ka, bro? Laban ka?
Laban.
Yeah, di ba?
Yeah.
Oh, now is the time to give
Speak
back.
English at Toastmaster, Grandmaster.
Of course.
So
Siyempre,
sa man
mga-
to, qualify to sa concise, straight.
Yes, bro. Okay na to, bro.
Grabe na. Kani, bro,
Iwalan
ang
siguro 5
second,
minutes.
kaning second question, bro. Ano kani siya? Mga pang-millennial kayo ni.
Boy, favorite color.
Ready na ba ka sa second question, bro?
Yes.
Did you experience being heartbroken? Ah?
Bro,
Papilang
Hey, bro.
kayo eh.
Kasi tubag, bro. Kasi tubag ni Bro Darwin.
yeah. I think that's what, di ba, I mentioned earlier nga life generally is good, pero it also is not free from challenges. In that respect, I think murag gabaha diyang lugar ang challenges.
Ah, grabe. Nahugot, bro.
Oh, good. No?
Hashtag.
Wow! Wala ka nag-share na ko, ana, bro. Niungot na dahil kalit. Oh, bro. Masa mo tayo heartbroken, bro?
Ano pasada na ni bro, murag magka-internet connection ko.
Kasi nita, bro, heartbroken ka, Bro Darwin. Kasi nita.
Kinsa mo na, bro? Sister sa lingkod.
O yung kaubos manager, o sa man?
No, grabe sa. Ansani, kanang without going through the details, no? So I think so this is the part that di ba ningon sila nga sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. So this is the part that I learn. Hindi ko emotional na that I learn, no? So that means I fell in love 3 times and the heart was also broken 3 times, 100%.
Wow, bro, but I like the mantra, bro. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Diba?
O, diba?
Not sometimes you
Oh,
lose.
Bro Joey, unsa man ang imuha, bro? Ay, kay Darwin man din siya din, sorry. Darwin siya na.
Sorry.
Ano Darwin mo?
Hoy, next question na kay 10 minutes na ba ya?
Sige. Di mo ba 10 minutes? Okay, so ako sumutan na. Okay, as a manager, Darwin, what must have been your lowest point?
Lowest point. General
Nothing.
na lang because this is already my 4th kanang company. I think the lowest point would be, so I will not name which company, but the lowest point would be letting go of people because of downsizing or right sizing. Because our goal for leaders has always been to grow and develop people and organization. So in cases in which that does not materialize, no, whether in a form of a person or in an organization, then yes, that's a challenging point.
Wow.
Okay,
Bro, nagipangutana din ni bro, but I'm not sure if I really have to ask you this, pero gipangutana mo gud siya sa one of the viewers nato, no? So, have you been in love in your life?
Huh?
Wow.
Ang ako mga puros man nga love, ang akong mga pangutana ay natungnan. Mura naman
Of
kung
course,
siya ano, Papa Jack. Papa Jack.
Pajak.
Padyakan di ka karon.
O sige, brother, have you been in love?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Heartbroken good siya, din in love good siya.
correct.
Bit mo.
Yeah.
Diba?
So di na ka mo share sa other details, bro. Basta mingon na kag-yes na lang, bro.
Yeah.
Hey bro, I'm just curious.
Sige, saman.
Curious.
Oo, next na niya. But I hope you won't mind me asking, diba? Like, are you married, diba, bro?
No, I'm not married.
Okay,
So he
it's a
is
tie.
single.
It's a tie sa atong tulo.
Yeah. It's
Kasi ito ang una natong tulo na maminyo.
Basta dapat band, no? Nga kung kisa may pinakaulahin magminyo mo, to'y makakuha sa band. Dili lang na atong ano bro, atong
murag taso na to ang band, ana. Murag taso na to ang band, ana.
Taso, dugay-dugay na. Paugat, ay maminyo na to, ani.
O kani bro Darwin, kung nagtubag ka ganihan na you were in love and eventually you even got hurt. Pero bro, do you have fears in your life?
Sorry, faith, no?
Do you have fears in your life like my dog is barking right now?
Yeah. Murag, I want to answer dog, no? Para mas timely siya sa answer. But,
Kung nalang kuha akong kek saba-saba.
fears.
Actually bro, ano na siya bro? Fears 1, fears 2.
Point.
Pwede said fears second or third.
Oo.
Murag ka ning top talk na hatag nila, 10 gabi.
Sorry. Mama. Okay.
I think murag my fear siguro is common to a lot of people. It's loss of a loved one, no? Particularly family.
Oh. Wow. You're afraid of losing somebody. Especially your
Kani very ano kani siya bro. Kani ano na gini tininood na gid sa nga question, no. So
asaw na pag kita tinunod bro.
kay kato sa mga before, di pa man to mga tinod binuang nang. But how do you handle you as a being a manager for 4 or even more companies, diba? How do you handle or manage difficult people when managing a company, diba?
Sige. So, sorry kayo ha, kay Morosay, mga seryoso kayo ang tubag, at least nagbinong-binong sa kong gamay. So,
okay, right?
my first answer to that question actually is, it's important for leaders, no? For us to really care for the people that we lead, no? Because the rest will actually follow. Pwede mo comment ko, no? Because manager man good is a function of planning, leading, organizing, controlling. Mga no teach, no? And then ang leadership is actually qualities of a leader, no? So that's sincerity, communication, growing and developing others. So for me, for us to be very effective in handling difficult people, it should always come from a space that we want the better result, no, for that person, not because we wanted to clear that person away, no, and consider that person as an obstacle. So the first intervention yun, kung lisod ang tao, is really to help and support. A lot of people who are difficult are just not confident, no, and then when we train them, they also respond. A lot of people who are also difficult, at least from my experience, it's also because they're afraid of change, because they might not be competent enough, no, to do the change. Like for example, technology. So manang murag ilang expression is to be difficult, no? So these are the people na maingon ta nga dili kayo adaptive to change, but in reality, a lot of them are just afraid. And for us to be able to effectively handle them is to equip them and to empower them. Most of the time, once the fear is gone, so they also cease to be difficult people.
Wow, amazing.
Thank you so much, Coach. Bro, sorry to ha. I know medyo mutaas-taas siya gamay, pero now I really wanted to commend Brother Darwin kay as what I've mentioned earlier na kamong duha, si Brother Roy and si Brother Darwin, actually is like one of the the two I would say, most admired na ako ng mga brothers. Kay this is not kana
Sure, bro.
QC ha.
Buhat na ko yung taong, bro.
Remember, bro, Darwin, di ba, naatay sa lingkod ng Panginoon, we have 365 days.
Yes.
And
yeah,
you know
still
what,
have it.
You know what, bro? Unfortunately, for some reason, kay sige man gud ko balhin sa balay sa Canada, na murag na misplace gid nako siya. So wala na ako nadala, but then I've been reading that for the past since I got that book. Every year every day na nako siya ginabasa, kay obviously di ba nainlain man every day, no? Every day nainlain, pero balik-balik na siya every year. Pero daghan kay kag articles dito, bro, and I remember karon nga kanang imuhang gisulti nga katubitang you are encouraging an employee nga you just have to encourage them. And katulad about education and stuff.
Empower.
So sa imong coworker, so na-recall nako karon nga sa na, and then kang brother Roy pod, and you know what, and you know this bro, katong akong gisulti sa imong nga katong sa CD, di ba, nga sa sakinan sa Canada, I've been playing that all over and all over again, but again anong grabe gid ko kuan nga nawala na ko ang CD, nawala sad na ko ang book. So if you guys have a copy, actually mo na say prelude, no, this is a segue nga kung na pa may copy sa libro ug na pa may copy sa CD, tagay ko be.
No, I think wala na ko yung CD, pero I think I have a copy of the book. Itanaw ko sa akong bookshelf. But yes,
bro, mangayo ko, bre, if it's okay with you, kay I've been reading that every day, good, actually.
Wow, amazing, as in.
Oo, balik-balik na siya. Nabagit yung mga quotes under bitaw, so ako na siyang ako yung mga highlights, ana. So,
yes.
Mo na siya, bro. That's why when I was actually reading Darwin's name, oh my God, mo na ako isa sa akong mga idol. Oh, di ba?
Hello, amazing, bro, Darwin.
Oy, grabe kayo. Oy, bro, pinastuhan ni.
Pinaskuhan dahil na Darwin, eh.
Yep.
Hey, bro, Darwin, di ba, nag-share naman about managing difficult people. But if you are made to choose, bro, which would you prefer? Managing as a Navy Reserve or as a corporate manager?
Paano, I'll just have to choose, no?
Yes, bro.
Tricky.
And then, by the way, bro, naminaw karon ang president sa company na imong gitrabahoan karon, bro.
Wait, I have an answer. No,
You have to be very, very careful of your answer.
I would still go for corporate because that's my full-time work, diba? And then being a reservist.
Very safe answer.
True.
On a serious note, that's why I also had difficulty answering the question because I bring something to both, and I also take something to both. So for me, it's a good balance, no? Because I'm reminded of discipline, authority on the other side, work ethic, no? And then on the other side also it's also a profit organization. So I'm also able to learn more about how to make an organization succeed economically, no? So non-profit, economical. So it's a good mix.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright.
Safe answer.
Yes, safe answer.
Yeah. Again, bro, karon, what must be the legacy, no, that you wish to leave for humanity? Let's say when obviously when you leave the earth, and sa man nimo hang gusto nga murag legacy nimo nga mabilin.
So now, no, that used to be a difficult question. Okay, there's a lot of possibilities, man, and options that we can do. But I think I realized that my niche, correct man, teacher Roy, no, niche. That's how.
Yes.
Niche, no. So I think that my niche actually is for up and coming leaders. So because I'm now on the part of giving back, and I was also in their shoes many times in the past, and people have also helped me. So that's also the one of the legacy that I'd like to do, and that is to pay my learnings forward, no? So that hopefully they will not be able to make the same mistakes that I did. And then hopefully they would also end up to become better leader, no, and manager than I am today. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing professional coaching. That's also one of the reasons why my projects, even in Rotary, are associated with education. And that's also one of the reasons why I'm also teaching, no, MBA at the University of San Carlos, because I think that's really my calling. No? So that's really my calling to empower, no, and equip people based on the theory and also the insights that I gained through life. So that's the contribution that I wish to make, no, to society, the world, and the universe.
Wow. Grabe.
May nanalo na.
Bro, uwian na. Tapos na ang laban.
Kani. Last two questions, bro. For you, bro, Darwin. If you are given the chance to manage our country, what would you do within 24 hours?
24 hours?
Yes.
23.
23 and 59 minutes.
First, I would speak siguro among the many things. First, I would speak to the current president, or the president that I would be replacing to. And the reason for that is because for me, a change in leadership doesn't always have to be a change in approach, no? So there's got to be a good conversation and a dialogue between the past and the present, if that's the present, then my case, so that I would also be able to address continuity, because not all projects or not all priorities are actually bad, no? There can also be priorities that we need to continue. So that's the first within the 24 hours. The second is also engaging. Well, do you really want to see that? The second actually is I'd also like to engage the current leaders also, because I think once an election has been made, we should already cease bickering. Is that the correct word, Roy? And disagreement, no? Because at the end of the day, this is the same country that we love. So instead of going for division, then I would also go for unity. So I would also engage the current leaders as well, no? And finally, I would also pray, because I know that leading this country is not a very easy one, no matter how great a person is. So I think that's why I would always say whoever is the sitting president, instead of bashing, I would rather that we pray, you know, regardless of whichever political color they belong, because our presidents and our leaders actually need our prayers.
True.
Amen.
So true.
Amen.
Before the last question, bro, from Bro Joey, here is one comment from Nathaniel Rain de la Cruz, proud BFF here. Kung ba gyud ni ako mga amigos Roy E and Joey A maka-inspire. Wow.
Oh yeah, si Mark. Hi Mark.
Hello.
Ato amigo bro, ato amigo.
Okay. Hello there.
Anyways, bro, ako ang atong last question, although nilapas na ta sa 10 minutes no, pero grabe man gud ka, very inspiring. Mark, na-inspire pud si Mark de la Cruz ba sa atong conversation. So karon bro, very lisod kayo nga question. Do you have any regrets in life?
Regrets? Huh?
Kasi, naglisod yun siya.
Ay mo, nag-trademark ni Darwin. Ha?
Sige. Actually, we'll start with a disclaimer. I really don't have regrets, no? But for the benefit of discussion, because it's also good, no? Because parang sarabi at magkita niya. Kupagun pag yun na kung I don't have regrets.
Kalain. Darwin, ayaw sa dugay na tawa na nagkasturya. Dada sa tinud-anay na storya.
Sige. But I really don't have regrets. I really don't have regrets. Pero, if there's something that can be done better, and this is also what I'm teaching my nephew also, no, the sons of my sister, is also to really toughen, no, and to really grow up in understanding that while life is beautiful, but we also need to be a little more street smart. Because I think that's an important life skill, no? Particularly at this time. This is not, it sounds hugot, no, but and it also sounds bitter, but not necessarily, no. It's more of wisdom than hugot or bitter. Growing up, I really thought that people don't hurt each other on purpose. No, until I realized that yes, there really are people who will hurt others on purpose. No, so those are people who will steal money from us. No, hold upper, kanang mamamatay, no, and everything else. So there really are those, and it's good also that we're equipped with the life skills to manage them. No, not necessarily, but to manage them, because they're also part of the world's reality. So that's why I would always tell my sister, no, na aside from teaching my nephews, no, with good moral and good character, I also want them to be street smart, so that they would also know how to manage the unexpected.
Yes. And with that, mga Kaistambay, atong pakpakan.
Very good answer, grabe.
Sa Tough Talk.
Survive kayo. Very good answers pag yun. Sobra, grabe. Idol yun bro, idol. Yeah. Admired person. Marag ni Omo si Badoroy.
Grabe. Yeah. Naabiyay. Sorry. Okay na ba ko? Nabalik na ba ko mga Kaistambay? Okay. Hi to Jean Yaman, Torimoka Manatag. Hello, my idol Roy and player. Good evening from #AtatNation. And then hello sa akong guwapong dudong Tataboy Chavez from #AtatNation. And then ingon po si Nathaniel Rain de la Cruz. Great answer. Yes, there should be a dialogue and seamless endorsement of plans to ensure continuity of the good programs for nation building. Si Drexley Berdos, hello Sir Roy! O diba, si Drexley nag-watch kita karon. Good evening mga katambayan.
Good evening,
si Barbero. Kani siya bro, mo po di siya ang Ang Idol Loves ni Tata Boy Chavez, si Leon J. Barbero. Bugdo Love, shout out host Idol Roy Empleo at Online Tambayan Reboot. O, di ba? Mumkin na yan.
Leon J. Grabe,
yeah, ng mga bugdo. And then Merry Christmas everyone from Gene Yaman. Yes, bro.
Gene Yaman. Oh, grabe-grabe nga mga heart, bro. As in.
Oh.
Lain-lain mga colors.
Uh-oh.
Super, Lian. Yeah. Of course. Again, daghan kay salamat maka-istambay yun. Super duper salamat sa inyong pag-istambay o sa paminaw, di ba? Of course, patanahuman ha. Kay napatay mga hugot-hugot later, di Joe.
But for now, let's pause for a break. We will be back.
Online Tambayan Reboot would like to thank the following: Madfish Productions of Chris Damu, Remplex Productions, leading the path of excellent service, of Roy Empleo. Special thanks to LG Recording Studio of LG Fuentes, Valdo Casuco, Makoy Damaulao, Stereobytes Recording Studio of Neil Salarda, TLS Spiritual Prayer Community, Daghang Salamat.
And we're back to this Online Tambayan Reboot Impact Gurus. Of course, with my co-host Joey Abrenilla, and together with us, kay ato ang yung branch leader before of ang lingkod ng Panginoon Mactan. Ang lingkod ng Panginoon Cebu. And ako din sa Mactan, si Joey sa Butuan. And then, usa na siya ka business consultant, usa na siya ka Toastmaster General, o ano ba Toastmaster General? Pero bitaw mga Kaistambay. He is now serving as a Navy Reservist, diba? So, mga Kaistambay, karong Friday, December 11, 2020, kay syempre na po tayo Online Tambayan Reboot wherein na ang ato ang special guest kay si Duchess Oy Benki. Usa ni siya ka model, usa ni siya ka commercial artist, ug usa po ni siya ka beauty pageant na, how do you call it? Usa ni siya ka pageant typist.
Pageantry?
At the same time,
Pageant 4?
awan ng tanghalan alumna. O, di ba, biliban ako
Wow, grabe.
Friday.
Muna na siya si, bro, si Atinora dapat of Toronto, Canada. Very good singer. Hi, Atinora, nanay. Nanay na ako sa Canada.
O, di ba?
Right now.
So si Duchess Oy Benki ato makuyog bro karong Friday sa Online Tambayan Reboot hinaut pod unta na magkuyog-kuyog ta karong Biyernes para atong sinati pod ang iyang life experience ug ma-inspired punta. Ug if ever man gani namoy plano na mas i-hone pa ang inyong talent sama ni Duchess Oy Benki, why don't you learn from her? So hinaut unta na magkuyog-kuyog ta karong Friday diri sa Online Tambayan Reboot. And now bro Joey, grabe, it is time for us to almost close our evening.
Really?
So,
Grabe,
yes, bro.
Abi pa galing na ako nag-start na kanta.
Mula gibo paspas kin panahon no.
Grabe,
Nadaghan na kay sila na naghatag sila mga comments. O diba si Leon J. Barbero, hello Sir Joey Abrenilla, mega love shout out. O diba amazing. Diba niyo kunin mo bro?
Hi Leon J. Barbero.
Nation. Si Leon J. Wabi sa kailan nimo personally, but grabe ni-greet na gani siya nimo karon. Anas na supported bro. As in.
I love you more. I love you more, Leon. Grabe, super. I know. Ano ang mga tao, bro, nga kanaging maka-inspire ba nga you wanted to do more bitaw sa atong trabaho and all. Kay siyempre kanang makadugang og pabus sa atong pagkadasig sa atong mga nagganaw na kog mga Bisaya nga mga laom, di mo ko makanon.
Ya bugdo ra ba kay ni si Leon J. Barbero bro? Bugdo na bugdo. Bugdo.
O sige bugdo.
Ang iyahang gugma.
Oh, sorry. Sabi na ko si Gabugdo. Ikaw bro, grabe.
Kung si HD O'Claric bro, ang best friend ni Tata Boy Chavez. Shout out ni Arthur bro, Roy Empleo na sa likod. Yes bro. Si Arthur na nadri sa Luyo.
Nga O'Claric bro. Actually, dito sa Butuan but they're also in New Jersey right now. So basin pa rin sila. Si Drexler Berdos. God bless everyone. God bless you too. Drexler Berdos. Oo.
Huwag niyo si Leon J. na nag-I love you na di ay ko, Sir Joey.
sorry. Opa di ay. Megalove. Oo. Sorry, good Leon. Megalove ako,
Super love.
Super love, oo.
Si Leyan,
Star for all season love.
itubang ni si Leyan, bro, kung asa ang bugdo siyang lawas. Nada siya arthritis, bro.
Oo. Tuhod, sir. Ayan.
Oh,
Wala na kayawan magugpasa asa gabugdo. Mao. Anyway,
Leyan, patanong pa kayo na kay Rayuma in town. Okay. Oy, Darwin.
Yes.
Bro Darwin John Moises, our Navy Reserve. What is then our final message?
/manager /president /branch leader / at iba pa. Grabe. Ikaw na yun, bro. Yun na. How to be you.
Yun eh.
Yun eh.
Sige, bro Joey. Ato tagag chance si bro Darwin na muhatag sa iyang 1 hour nga message.
1 hour, no?
Yep.
Actually, especially at this time of a pandemic, no? So it's one of the most difficult challenge that all of us are faced. But the other side of the pandemic is this is also a good opportunity for us to reconnect as human beings. So I just hope that instead of focusing so much on the negativity that's also happening around us, I also hope that we would harness on the possibilities and opportunities that are also before us. And that is to reconnect and to remember that at the end of the day, all of us are still together. And this is our world, this is our problem, and this is something that we can solve together. Yeah.
Wow, grabe.
Grabe, no?
Grabe.
Short but sweet, bro. Short but sweet. Mo ginagitawag na pang branch leader, bro.
Yes, bro.
Corporate manager.
Yes, bro.
Super. And then again, bitaw, bro, kidding aside, ako, as what I've said, when I read the script, I was very excited na ikaw ang mga istorya, and I'm hoping, bro, nga this wouldn't be the end, di ba? As mentioned, gusto ko mag-connect nimo with regards to the Typhoon Ulysses and all. And siguro, for my final message na rin sa Tagalog, for my final message na sa mga katawhan nato din, nga, as you've mentioned, pandemic, daghan magid ka, you have a lot of reasons to complain. But instead of whining, why not have the heart of winning, di ba? So ato na lang nga instead nga magreklamo ta, instead mag-complain ta, because we can't do anything about it, di ba? So why not be productive? So in my case as well, sa gimension ni Roy na katong I'm actually nominated as the outstanding volunteer of COVID-19. It's because akong ang tuyot nako ang akong hunahuna eh. Instead of magreklamo ta na it's pandemic, instead na magreklamo ta na it's ECQ, MECQ, GCQ, barbecue and all, di ba? So why not do something productive nga makatabang sa atong mga katawhan? And I truly commend you, bro, and I truly honor you, Brother Darwin, nga sa imong gimension nga karon sa in times of the pandemic na nakita nimo nga you're volunteering sa mga Navy, nga nakita nimo imong purpose, nakita nimo ang imong mission as well, nga makatabang ka in that capacity, di ba? So karon I'm actually encouraging a lot of people, especially karong time sa Advent season, for the preparation for the coming and for the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, na we should all love together. Kay kung maghayo sa tatanan, okay gid kaayo, as in murag lami ang paminaw, di ba? I mean, of course, daghan kay nahitabo, the pandemic, the COVID-19, sa mga typhoons and all, even mga linog and all, but kana sila mga calamities lang na sila. But if we have a strong belief and strong faith, and at the same time if we have a support with each other, ato gini siyang malampasan. So mo ni si Kuyz Joey Abrenilla na hinahimong seryoso kadali, pero uplok yun gihapon ni siya, but yeah. Guys, again, daghan kayong salamat. It's always a pleasure, to co-host with Brother Roy. Nga na-inspire ko, although I'm kind of busy, but if Brother Roy will ask me, bro, pwede ka maka-co-host, I'm always available. Kay para sa iya, kay mag-enjoy yun ko sa dili sa online tambayan reboot. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, bro Joey Abrenilla. And by the way, happy feast day to each and everyone as we actually commemorate the solemnity of the Immaculate Conception of our Blessed Virgin Mary today, December 8, 2020. And my final message po, mga Kaistambay, just 18 days from now, we shall commemorate, remember, and celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. He's just so awesome that even though Jesus is God, yet He humbled Himself to be one among us, to instill hope in each one of us. The greatest lesson that we can surely reap from his birth is his undying, unconditional love of truly reaching out to us despite our sinfulness, despite our frailties. God sends forth his message of forgiveness, of peace, and joy. Merry Christmas mga kaistambay in advance. And hinapunta na nalingaw mo sa atuang conversation, sa atuang mga pasiaw karong gabi una together with our guest nga si Darwin John Moises, and of course with my co-host Joey Abrenilla. This is Roy M. Pleo, and you have been watching Online Tambayan Reboot Impact
Gurus. Thanks,
everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Again,
thank you so much, all our viewers. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Ayan, si
love you.
Manatad. Mama Chup Chup. Good night, guys. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan. Ari na tang tanan, mga kaistambay, unsa pay gihuwat, magstoryahan ay ta, magjamming na tara, tuluduha usa, maglingaw-lingaw ta. Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan, Online Tambayan. Ari na tang tanan, mga kaistambay, unsa pay gihuwat, magstoryahan ay ta, magjamming na tara, tuluduha usa, maglingaw-lingaw ta. Online Tambayan.